I'm working in the Camtasia 2025 trial version. So you will see a watermark when I produce this tutorial. I've imported a single short track clip into the media bin, and I put it on the timeline on track 1. With the clip on the timeline, the first thing I did was add clip speed to that clip, and I set the clip speed at 0.75%. That way, when I work in the clip, it will play slower than normal. This will make it easier to edit dynamic captions. I then went to the dynamic caption tool, and I added a profile that I've created to the timeline on track 2. That added dynamic captions to the clip, which is currently selected on the timeline. And you can tell that the dynamic captions have been added because of the purple line you see here. I'll point out that I added a media marker at this location on the track clip because so far I've only bothered with editing dynamic captions that I placed in this area here. When you edit dynamic captions, you want to do so with the timeline zoomed in the maximum. Control-Shift-9, zoom me in, and then I click on this little purple line here. That opens up the dynamic caption flags that are in the project. And they were placed there when I added the dynamic caption property to the project. Now with the project in this configuration, I played through the timeline, and I'll do a little bit of this now. I'm in a new project with a single The voice sounds funny again because of the 0.75 clip speed I applied. That basically slowed it down. However, because I slowed it down, I have an easier time figuring out where these flags belong compared to the waveforms and the actual sound. And if I double tap one of the flags, I'll highlight it here in the UI up top, and then I can use the tab key to navigate to the next one, the next one, the next one, and so forth. By doing that, I essentially was able to accurately place all the flags that were added automatically when I first put the dynamic property in the project. I was able to line them up perfectly with the waveform so that when you play it back, it plays back real well. And here's my marker. We go back to t=0. And by way of quick review, you position an individual flag by dragging it to match the time on the timeline. Also, if you need to, you can click on this little plus sign. That adds a new flag, which you'll find up here in the user interface in the tool area. And you can also right-click on that and convert it to a gap. That's what these little circles are. And a gap can be useful if you want to, like, put one here. Let's try that, and we'll turn it into a gap. And what that does was it turns off the caption in the canvas after you get past the gap until the next caption. So just a little review input there. I'll use Control-Z to undo those. And I'll go back to Control-Shift-7, Control-Home. And now I'm going to play it, and I'm just going to let you listen. I'm in a new project with a single short test track. On the timeline, I've added a dynamic caption property. If I scrub, you can see that there's no captions between t=0 until about here. So with the play in here, I'm going to go Control-Shift-9. I've zoomed in maximum. No caption there. Okay, we've played past where my marker was. And we'll get back to the marker by using Control M once, and there's the marker back here so you can see I went past it. Now what I want to do is reset the clip speed back to a value of 1. So I want to get my original timing, and I'll go over here and I'll change this to a 1 tab. Made the clip shorter. We'll go back to t equals 0. And I'll close the marker track, Control Shift 9, reopen the dynamic captions. And now if I play through this again, I'm in a new project with a single short test track. On the timeline, I've added a dynamic caption property. Okay, you can see that by going back from a clip speed of 0.75 to original 1, we were able to maintain the corrected position for the flags, and our dynamic caption in the project are now displaying properly.